Do your kids have the Vine app? Well, parents, there's the logo on the left. Take a look at it and see if your kids have it in their phone. Welcome to the What is Vine Parents Guide. In this video, here's what we're covering. We're going to see what Vine says about themselves in their marketing, how they work, what parents should know, what kids post on Vine, and what parents can do. Now, what is Vine? Well, here's what Vine says about itself and its marketing. It's a video sharing service, unlimited and free. You can record instantly and post 6 seconds videos. You can explore trending posts, featured hashtags, and editors' picks. Next, you can find and follow people to see their videos. And last, you can interact with people close to you and nearby. Now, what is Vine in our words? Well, Vine is owned by Twitter, so it has a lot of money behind it. It's not going anywhere soon. Vine has a website, but to post videos, you need an app on your mobile device. It works on Android and Apple devices as well. Now, it lets you record and share videos up to 6 seconds in length, which is really important. Videos will repeat or loop for others when they watch them in their feed, and it does that automatically, and you'll see why that's important here soon. Videos can be liked and revined to make them appear on your Vine profile. This is a lot like Twitter's functionality, and that's because Twitter owns them. Now, videos can also be shared on Twitter and Facebook, so they don't just live in Vine. 1/4 of all teens in the US use Vine. So your kids probably have this app. Also, Vine authors have turned into stars, and they earn thousands of dollars sometimes per video made for brands. And it's a lot like YouTube. When you get a lot of followers, brands want to be in there. Now, what do kids think of Vine? Well, kids want to be popular, so they try and collect views and revines from their followers. Kids are using popular hashtags to make their videos easier to discover, and you need to use a hashtag to have your video be discovered, just like Instagram and unlike Twitter. Now, some kids are using Vine to show and promote their talents, which is great because colleges will see their talents. But mostly teens are having a lot of fun. This isn't a terrible app, but we'll talk about this in a minute. What are colleges seeing? Now, what are kids posting? Well, this young woman on the left is dancing in her 6-second Vine video, which is kind of fun. And then this young woman is playing the Halloween theme of Nightmare Before Christmas, and she's showing that she can play this musical instrument. These kids got together and they are doing a skit about that one person who everybody wants to cheat off of. The problems of being smart is the hashtag. Now, and by the way, you could click the links below this YouTube video to watch more Vines, and you can click over to our blog where we've embedded them into our blog post. Dancing in public versus at home, this is a really funny Vine video. This very young kid made this. Please note, it's hard to see, but this has been viewed 131,000 times. It's been looped, and a loop means people watch it, and if it's really, really engaging, then somebody will let it loop again and again and again, and they'll watch and they'll laugh and so on. Next, when flirting backfires with this person, and it seems silly at that moment, but it's an actual 6-second video, it's been viewed 618,000 times. Next, when somebody tells me to take my elbows off the table, these are actual kids that are talking about being silly and fun, and this has been viewed 210,000 times, or loops, if you will. Okay, and then last, this guy is doing all kinds of fun stuff outside, and 152,000 loops, and 5,000 likes, 2,000 revines, 145 comments. So this is odd, and most kids will never get this many revines and loops, but some do, and it inspires other kids to do silly stuff. Okay, how are kids using Vine? Well, kids make funny videos to get more views and revines because they see that gets you more views, and they see other people doing that, so they want to do it themselves. And they make fun of themselves sometimes, and sometimes other people. They share videos on Twitter and Facebook to get more people following them on Vine and viewing those individual Vines. And they follow their friends and authors of other funny Vines. And these can be really, really humorous. You can do a lot in 6 seconds, you'd be surprised. Now, why should parents care? Well, look at the kid on the right. He's actually he's having a lot of fun. Haters gonna hate and I'm just gonna shake. And that's a playoff of Taylor Swift's most recent music video. So he's having a good time. However, public accounts and videos are visible for everyone, even without registration. These vines can show up in Google results, changing your kid's online resume that colleges can see. If you've seen our other videos or hired me to come to your school to teach a social media safety assembly, you know that the future of a kid's resume is going to be their Google results. Now, revines also can be considered an endorsement by adults, and the very adults that are at a college admissions office looking at your kid. But your kid probably thinks it's harmless to share these funny videos. However, if you revine something really inappropriate, that adult will then say, well, if that's what you believe, you're probably not the right fit for our school. So you gotta be careful there. And last, Vine is rated 17+. However, in the past, it actually was only rated about 12 or 13+, and they recently changed it. However, tons of tweens, 8 to 12, are still using the app. Even though apps say, oh, we're 17+, there's a lot of ways to get around that. So some people that are probably gonna comment below this video, they'll say, oh, it's only used by us. Well, it actually, if you check the stats, it's still very young, so you gotta be careful there. What can parents do? Well, to see your kids' posts, you can follow them, but you need to know their username. Most vines are fun and harmless. However, consider checking your kids' timelines from time to time to talk to them about what colleges would think about it. Suggest to set your kids' page as private if they really want to be silly, which is fine, but that way only accepted followers can see their posts. Also, explain to your kids that if they don't want you, their parent, to see a certain video, maybe it shouldn't be posted at all, since colleges and employers will someday find it. Next steps, parents, remind your kids to keep each post light, bright, and polite, which is also the title of my upcoming book. You can learn more at safesmartsocial.com, where I travel the country training tens of thousands of kids a year how to be safe and smart on social media. We teach them how to shine online so that their social media footprint helps to impress colleges and employers so they can stand out from the rest of the people. Now, here's a couple more steps for you. You can request a social media safety assembly using the links below, or click on number 1 right there. You can also join our online safety club by clicking number 2, or if you're on a mobile device, click the links below. And last, we have a lot more parent guides that you don't want to miss out on. Click on number 3, or go to the links below to watch our other parent guides of all the other popular apps to keep kids shining online. I'm Josh Oakes. Thanks so much for watching. As always, keep it light, bright, and polite.